What if I told you that the key to feeling sharper, stronger, and more energized isn't locked in your genetics, but in how you influence your genes? I'm going to show you how cutting-edge science can help you regain control of your health and performance without relying on guesswork. Most people think aging is just a number game, but it's not. Some people in their 40s feel like they're in their 60s, while others are thriving like they're still in their 30s. What's the difference? The answer lies in epigenetics. If you have been feeling run down, losing focus, or struggling with recovery, it's not just part of getting older. It's a sign that something deeper is going on at the cellular level. Now, let's start with a fundamental truth about your DNA. Your genes are not your destiny. Your DNA is like a piano. It holds all the notes you could possibly play. But your epigenetics, that's the pianist. It decides which notes get played and which stay silent. This means you have far more control over your health and longevity than you think. Epigenetics is the science of how your lifestyle, environment, and stress levels influence how your genes express themselves. Now, one of the most important epigenetic processes is called DNA methylation. Think of it like a set of tiny switches in your body that turns the genes on or off. When DNA methylation is working properly, it protects you from diseases. It supports brain function and energy. It keeps your cells young. But when methylation gets wrong, it activates genes that speeds up aging. It blocks genes that repair cells. It leads to brain fog, fatigue, and inflammation. The problem? As we age, our DNA methylation becomes dysregulated, and that's what accelerates biological aging. Imagine tiny switches in your body that turns genes on and off. DNA methylation is one of these switches, controlling everything from inflammation to brain function. The problem? As we age, these switches gets miswired. When DNA methylation goes wrong, it accelerates aging, weakens your immune system, and even increases your risk of chronic disease. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. You might think you are aging at a normal rate, but the reality, your biological age and your chronological age are not the same. Your chronological age is just a number, but your biological age is how old your cells actually function. And this is measurable. Scientists have developed an epigenetic clock that analyzes your DNA methylation pattern and tells you how fast your body is really aging. So, a 45-year-old could have a cellular function of a 60-year-old, or a 35-year-old. And the difference? It all comes down to epigenetics. Now, what happens when DNA methylation goes wrong? Let's break it down. So what happens when DNA methylation goes wrong? Well, number one, brain fog and cognitive decline. Poor methylation disrupts neurotransmitters. That means slower thinking, forgetfulness, and trouble focusing. Chronic fatigue and low energy. Your mitochondria, the energy powerhouse of your cells, depends on proper methylation. When it's disrupted, your energy production plummets. Inflammation and metabolic dysfunction. Faulty methylation turns inflammatory genes. That leads to weight gain, insulin resistance, and aging skin. But what if I told you that you could actually reverse these issues? Yes, that is correct. You heard me right. You can slow aging by changing the way your genes behave. Let's break down the practical steps you can take right now. Number one, nutrition for methylation. Your body needs right nutrients to maintain healthy DNA methylation. If you're not eating foods that supports methylation, you are speeding up the aging process. Eat methyl donors, which includes folate, which you can find in leafy green and legumes, vitamin B12, meat, eggs, fish, choline, eggs and liver, betaine, beets and quinoa. Avoid methylation disruptors, processed food, alcohol, high sugar intake. Now, let's talk about exercise. Exercise doesn't just build muscles. It rewires your genes for longevity. Strength training and cardio directly enhances DNA methylation. Studies shows that people who exercise regularly have younger biological ages than those who don't, even if they're the same chronological age. Now, let's talk about stress. If you are constantly in fight or flight mode, your genes are being reprogrammed for faster aging. Learning how to regulate stress is one of the most powerful biohacks for longevity. Chronic stress equals damages DNA methylation. That's why high achievers often age faster than they should. To reverse this damage, practice meditation, heart rate variability training, and deep breathing. Get quality sleep, because sleep directly regulates methylation. And lastly, let's talk about toxins, environmental toxins. Your environment plays a huge role in your gene expression. Simple detox strategies can reset your biology. Avoid heavy metals, pesticides, air pollutions. Support detox with cruciferous vegetables, glutathione, and sauna therapy. Now, let's talk about how you can apply this to your life, starting today. Imagine having a roadmap to optimize your health at the deepest level. That's exactly what Thrivespan Elite is designed to do. If you are ready to take control of your health, book a call today. Let's create a plan that works for you. Thank you.
Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.